Welcome to Project HQ, where your success in project management begins. Are you ready to master project management? Our professional Scrum Master training equips you with agile expertise and hands-on Jira skills. Dive into real-world scenarios with us and step into the industry with confidence. Meet Toyin Papula, our expert agile coach and PMP pro. Experience hands-on training with essential tools and best practices. Now hear what our students have to say about their journey at Project HQ.
He always uses day-to-day activities and things that we do on a day-to-day basis to incorporate that into Prince 2.
He's got in-depth knowledge of project management methodologies and Scrum, and he's got excellent communication, presentation skills. The classes are very engaging and interactive.
Let's take a listen to our podcast, breaking down the key takeaways from a Scrum class.
Okay, so picture this, a 15-minute meeting, but one that actually makes your whole team, way more productive.
Yeah. Not just another meeting that you have to sit through, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not another, time suck.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what we're diving into today. From your notes, from this Agile training, Mr. Papula's Agile training,
Yes.
we're looking at the Daily Scrum
That's right.
and how it can really be a game changer for teams.
The Daily Scrum, it's sometimes called the stand-up meeting, and it's one of the most important parts of Agile methodology. It's just a really quick check-in that teams do every single day to just go over what they did, what they're planning on doing, and really just any roadblocks they might be facing. So
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
And one of the first things I noticed looking through these notes is why stand up? Are we all doing calf raises while we're talking about deadlines? What's the deal with that?
It's not quite that active. Although, I bet some people wouldn't mind getting a little stretch during their workday, right?
Right.
But
Right.
the whole standing up part of it is actually kind of brilliant when you think about how simple it is.
Okay.
Mr. Papula actually says that 15 minutes is the golden rule for these meetings. And nobody wants to be standing up for much longer than that.
That's true. Yeah.
So it makes everybody be concise,
Right.
be laser focused on what they need to talk about, which we know is really important to you.
Definitely.
And I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but those really long meetings that just kind of meander all over the place, they just drain your energy.
Totally, yeah.
But if you're standing up, I feel like it just kind of keeps the energy level up a little bit too.
That's so interesting. I never thought about it like that before.
Yeah.
But I like it. So it's like a built-in timer
Yeah.
that keeps things moving.
Exactly.
And speaking of keeping things moving, let's talk about the 3 famous Daily Scrum questions.
Yes.
I love this, the house building analogy that Mr. Papula uses to explain this.
It's so good.
It's perfect.
It's a classic for a reason, just paints such a clear picture.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So let's say we're all, on a construction crew, we're building a house. Okay.
Sure.
In our Daily Scrum, someone might say, yesterday, I finished framing the walls.
Okay.
Today, I'm going to start installing the windows, but I'm waiting on the electrician to wire the outlets before I can really get started.
Okay.
Simple. Right.
Simple, but so effective.
Yeah.
It really is. Each one of those answers is a little puzzle piece, and it helps the entire team get a good idea of where the project stands.
Right. Right.
What you accomplished yesterday, that shows momentum,
Right.
And it helps everybody see if things are actually on track.
Okay.
And then what you're planning on doing today, that kind of helps clarify your own individual focus. But even more importantly than that, it highlights dependencies.
Okay. So dependencies, that's a big important word I feel like I hear a lot in project management.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dependencies are huge. I think of them kind of like dominoes.
Ah.
If one task falls behind schedule, it can totally mess up the entire project timeline.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? With your house building example, you can't install windows if the electrician hasn't put in the outlets yet.
Right. Right.
That's a dependency. And by talking about it in the Daily Scrum, the team can figure out a way to address it right away, whether it's adjusting the schedule or just finding some kind of workaround.
Got it.
Yeah.
So really bringing those dependencies to light with that third question
Yeah.
about blockers.
Yeah.
And this reminds me of the cooking analogy that Mr. Papula uses in the training.
Oh, yeah.
if someone realizes they're out of olive oil or something, the whole team knows right away, and they can jump in and help before the whole dish is ruined.
Right. Exactly. It's not just about reporting. It's about being able to adapt and collaborate. So, like, whether you're building a house, you're cooking, working on a project at work, these questions can really help you and your team just stay aligned and keep everything moving smoothly.
Yeah, and it's not just for, like, physical tasks, right?
Right.
He also mentioned how this can be effective for, like, study groups, which is interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, think about it. Those 3 questions, they can really apply to any kind of collaborative project. So, like, even in a study group, maybe yesterday you finished a whole chapter.
Yeah.
Today you're going to work on practice problems, but you're stuck on one specific concept.
Totally.
If you voice that blocker, maybe one of your classmates will offer to help, or maybe they'll even realize that they were struggling with the exact same thing,
Yeah, it's amazing how, like, one simple framework can be so versatile.
Yeah.
And Mr. Papula actually lists out some benefits to daily scrums. Improved communication, faster problem solving, increased visibility, just to name a few.
Let's unpack those a little bit because they're so important. They're really the heart of why these daily scrums are so valuable. So, like, think about improved communication.
Okay.
Those little daily check-ins, they completely eliminate those long, drawn-out meetings that you have to have later.
Right.
Where you're just trying to get everyone on the same page. Like, everyone already knows what's going on, so you can actually just focus on doing the work,
Yeah, that's huge. That's going to be a huge time saver.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what about faster problem solving? I could definitely see how, like, getting those blockers out in the open right away would help with that.
Yeah, I mean, when you can identify a problem early on, you can take care of it before it becomes this huge issue.
Right.
It's like putting out a small fire before it, like, burns down the entire forest,
Right.
You avoid those last-minute scrambles, and you keep the whole project moving forward.
And increased visibility, that's key too, right? Nobody likes to feel left out.
Yeah, totally. Daily scrums create this transparency where everyone knows what everyone else is working on, what's going well, what the challenges are.
Right.
And it creates a sense of responsibility, and it helps everybody work together.
That's like everyone's on the same page.
Exactly.
Working toward the same goal.
That's the goal.
So to wrap this all up, it seems like the Daily Scrum it's like a mini power-up for any team.
Yeah.
No matter what you're working on, whether you're building an actual skyscraper or just studying for a test.
Right.
It's short, it's focused, and it really helps everyone stay on track.
And here's something to think about. What if you applied those 3 simple daily Scrum questions to your own personal goals?
Ooh, interesting.
Like, what did you do yesterday to get closer to your dreams? What are you going to do today to keep working on those? And what's standing in your way? Sometimes just asking those questions can give you the motivation and the clarity you need to accomplish amazing things.
That's a great point to end on, I think.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me for this deep dive.
Absolutely. It was fun.
I always love, getting to chat about these things, and, hopefully we'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, definitely. Let's do it again soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome.
See ya.
For more information, contact us at info@projecthq.live or call +474 158 79219. Visit our website, www.projecthq.live. Join Project HQ today, and let's begin your path to project management excellence.